Hello, crafty friends. This is the Paper Chef here. Welcome to part 5 of my Easter Bunny workshop series. Today we're going to make an Easter Bunny shaker card. We're going to be using the Easter Bunny punch and the Easter Bunny stamp set. I hope you can see it. I didn't put too much in here because I wanted you to see the Happy Easter. And because I couldn't find all of my sequins, or I was trying to conserve and use the little bit I have. So this is what I have left, and this is what I'll use for this card. I'm thinking I'm going to use some different paper, though. So I'm not feeling it with the dandy designs, but that's what you have in your kit. So I wanted to make sure I at least did one with the dandy designs. I think I'm going to use flowers and more. So one moment. My room is an absolute disaster, my she shed, but we're going to just go with it and see what we can do here. All right, so instead of using the colors that I used here, we're just going to start with maybe polished pink. All right, so we're going to use, for this one I use Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. Now I think, and you can either use, let's see if I already have a card base. If I already have a card base, I might just go with it for fresh freesia. Yes. Let's see. Okay, I already have a fresh freesia card base, so that's what we're going to use for the card base. And that way it'll save us a step there. And you need another piece of cardstock for the next layer. So I'm going to go ahead and use Pool Party. Now, I realize not everybody has Pool Party in their kit. Some of you, I had some Pool Party. And I had some of you got the Coastal Cabana. And some of you got Balmy Blue. It's because I was running low on blues. So this next kit, Playing in the Rain, of which I will have the sign up for, is going to have a lot more. It's going to have, all of you are going to have the same colors. Oops, I shouldn't have cut it that way. I mean, I should have cut it that way, but I could have got 2 out of this. Instead, I'm just wasting a piece of paper. I'm just trying to do the measurements here. I'm doing 4 by 5 1/4. We'll write this down for you. Let's just make sure. So the first layer, oops, I shouldn't have done that. I knew it. All right, let's just do this one. All right, we're going to do 4 by 5 1/4 for the layer. I don't know what I did for that Pool Party, but we can use that for the next layer, but not that one. 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so I have a card, and the first layer is just your 1/4 inch around it, like so. All right, so we're gonna take a bone folder, and we're just gonna make this into a card. If you're here, jump on, say hello. This is you're going to be amazed at how simple this card is. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Let's write this down for you. All right, I'm going to have to write it. I don't have my mat, so let's just write it on here. Well, no, I have a mat. I just got to peel off. I got to peel off the one so we can read it. Okay, here we go. So we have cardstock. And then, so that's your card base, right? Oops, more like, yeah. Okay, and dot, 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 dot. Right, so we have our card, and it's 8 1/2, right, across, 8 1/2 inches across, and then, see that? It goes 5 1/2 this way, and then we're going to score at 4 1/4. Hope you can see that, 4 1/4. Score. Okay, so that's the card base. Now the DSP, and then we have we'll do DSP. Then we'll do cardstock again. Cardstock. All right, so the first layer that I was just cutting out is your 5 1/4 by 4. And my team member, Janet, who sometimes comes on here, writes all the measurements for you guys, which I really love because she puts them in the text format before I get a chance to. So this is what we have so far. Now, don't attach these yet because I think it's easier to do the shaker card before you attach these. So if you just came on, I see B. Prees here and Chaz from UK, and there's Janet. All right, okay. See, what we're doing is we're making this cardstock layer for the back. Now, that's just going to be your background. We're going to stamp right onto it. So if we're going to use a dark color. We'll stamp right onto this. We'll use a little rubber mat, and we'll use just Happy Easter. All right, so now we need a piece of designer series paper. So I thought it would be better to use this other paper. You have both of these in your kit. Oh, there's a little glare there from my crazy lights. I'll hopefully get rid of that glare. And I love this. I love this plain, what's it called? Flowers and More. It's a host paper. I've been trying to put it in everybody's kits. I'll probably put it in next month's kit as well. Oh, good. I was looking for one of those boxes. I'm just trying to find pieces that are big enough right now. Or, there's that, but that's not going to be the right color. That was another paper I put in your kit. And that one's not the right color. I mean, it's the right color, but not the right size. I will find paper. The problem is, like, I'm out in the she shed and I left all the paper for your kits in the house. And then I went live and I forgot about that. So we're just using scraps. I don't want to have to use that Dandy Designs because I'm kind of getting tired of the polka dots. All right, so here's the pile. Let's see what we can do. No, yes, right here, this one. This is going to be good. I like this one. All right, now we have to make sure we have enough room. Awesome, look at that. It's going to work. It's going to work. So I do design on the fly, as you know, when I redo my design. So now, what we're going to do now is we're going to cut this a 1/4 inch smaller than the layer was before it. So before we had 5 1/4 by 4, and this time we need 3 7/5 by 4. Oops. And we're going to test it all before we put it on there. So we want a 1/4 inch margin. Ooh la la, I like those two colors together. This is going to be good. Where's my mat? Let's get this back here. So the DSP is going to be a 1/4 inch smaller. So we're going to go 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, the DSP and the window sheet. Now the window sheet, I'm going to make it the exact size of that and it'll give it support. So you're going to take your window sheet. You're all given 6 by 6 pieces of window sheet. That's these acetate sheets. Let me get these out. See? Can you see that? Haha, it's clear. See-through. Can you see it? So the window sheet's the same size, but of course a smidgen smaller. So you're going to go out here and you're going to go, so not quite 5, right? But you need it to be close to 5 because it's supporting your designer series paper. But you want it to be behind the designer series paper. So let's just say 5 by 3 3/4 again, but make it a smidgen. When I say smidgen, I mean an 1/18 of an inch, or no, I'm sorry, 1/16 of an inch smaller. So here's what that looks like. See that? Here, actually, let me put it like that. All right, so that way we don't have to fiddle with it hanging over the edge. We want this to be we want this to support this layer, but we want it to be behind there, not hanging over the edge. Now, whatever you do, don't punch holes in your window sheet. It's going to keep your confetti from flying through. All right, now let's get the bunny punch. Here's where the magic happens. Got to pay attention now. If you weren't paying attention before, you got to pay attention now. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Phil. All right, this is what you got to do. Let's use this as an example. So you're going to go in there, and you're going to be like making, if you need an extra bunny, you know, as a template, you can use an extra bunny. But I think I just eyeballed it. So you're going to get in there, and you're going to go all the way up as far as the bunny can go, and leave a little bit over the edge, like so. A little, like, you see how I'm around the edge? Okay, now watch. And I'm going to go like this. Voila. Okay, so we cut out a bunny. Now you're going to flip your paper over. Flip your paper over and do that again. And your 2 bunny tails are going to overlap. Okay, and I probably didn't have to go out that far. Okay, like you're kind of overlapping your bunny tails. So like you're going out a little bit and ba-boom. Okay, so you have 2 bunnies. Isn't that cool? So that's your bunny window. Voila, your bunny window. So you can save your 1 bunny, use it for something else. And now we know where to do our little stamp. So we're going to get our little polished pink because we're using the color. We're using this color palette from that looks like a bunny with the bite taken out of it. You know what I'm talking about when you buy the chocolate bunny and the bite's taken out of it. All right, looking for Night of Navy. All right, so we're opening up Night of Navy, and we're going to tap, tap, tap. I'm going to have to use the sticky note just to, because my mat's over there, so. Okay, good. I'm just tapping, and I'm just making sure it should be inked up. Now, what you want to do is you want to put this little guy. This isn't the side I'm using, so I'm just going to use this as a template, because if I get ink on it, it doesn't matter, right? I'm just trying to make sure my stamp goes in the right place. Let me tap, tap, tap again. That my Happy Easter goes right here, right? And if I get ink, like on this part, I don't care if I get ink on that part, because it's not going to be, right? It's going to be like, the window's going to be like that. We're going to show that side. Cool. So you center your Happy Easter. And while we're here, let's go ahead and, oh no, we'll do that later, because we have to do inking up. All right, so now we're going to take our window sheet and attach it to here. Like we're going to attach it on the back. So now you're going to get your Seal Plus adhesive, and you're going to go all along. Oops, that one's empty. Let's grab another one. Let's grab another one. Oh, there's one. There's one that has stuff in it. So what you want to do is you want to get your, now where did I do with the adhesive sheet? I just had it a second ago. I was looking for all that paper, and it went somewhere. Oh my goodness, like this room. I cannot wait for this BOGO sale to be over, because it's taken over my life, and I have no room to even walk anymore right now. And I lost my window sheet, but we'll find it in a moment. We're keeping the faith. The problem is it's translucent, so it could be anywhere because it's see-through. Okay, but let's still put the adhesive on here. We will go like this. We're going to put the adhesive on here. And you want to get it all around. This is for the window sheet to stick to this so that your sequins don't fall out. You especially want to get it close to the edges. You can put a little bit at the top, but it doesn't really matter. You want to get it you want to really get it in here, but don't use glue. Okay, you don't want to use glue on here. Let me show you how much adhesive I put on there, because glue would ooze out into your window. And now this is going to support your whole layer. All right, we're going to put that there. I'm going to do all right. Well, luckily the Papered Chef has so many extra supplies that I can make one in 2 seconds. All right, so we're just going to make one. It has to be slightly less than 3 3/4 and slightly less than 5 inches. Okay, so anyway, we're just make it the same size as this piece of paper. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the window sheet and attach it. Oops, I somehow didn't get the measurements right. Oh, maybe I did. Oh yeah, it's in there. It's in there. I'm using the Simply, or not the Simply Scored, the paper trimmer to get it on there evenly. Nice, right? We have a window. And sometimes I use dryer sheets because I rub these with dryer sheets a little bit, because it seems like confetti gets everywhere. You know, or sticks to everything, the little lint. All right, so ready for the fun? You need now foam adhesive strips. They are in your workshop kit. You want to take these foam adhesive strips and you want to take it and trace around your bunny. These are pretty awesome. If you don't already have these, they come in a pack of 12-inch sheets by, well, you get 12-inch, two sheets of really long ones. I think they're maybe 9 inches. I don't know. They're really long like this, and then you get strips across. So you get a pack of these. I give you, in every workshop kit, well, every time I'm doing a shaker card, which is, I try to do a shaker card in every kit. Shaker card or shaker box or something. So for playing in the rain, I also put a little bit of sequins in there. And you got a 1/4 of a pack of foam adhesive strips. You always get 1/3 of a pack of dimensionals. You know, just because you always have enough supplies. And I expect you to not just do what I'm doing, but to go and make 5 more with all the supplies you have. I give you enough supplies to make I don't know, 20 projects or something. I mean, a lot more projects than we make. So you want to do this little thing like that. So you want to get your little bunny. So, and then you look through that it didn't come through. So you want to do that to your, ooh la la, see? It's so their stuff doesn't fall out, right? Hi, Denise. Your little confetti. Hello, Melody. And now I'm just doing a few more, and this is acting as support. Now, if you didn't have the window there, sometimes I have you using cardstock for support. Boy, I didn't really need to use a big one of these, so I'll just use little pieces of it. So it rips. You know, you don't have to cut it. I mean, you can cut it, or you can just rip it like I'm doing. And then I always double check that it doesn't stick out. Like that piece could be sticking out. Okay, it's not. So, you know, sometimes it's just, you don't want them sticking out the edge. And then you just peel them off. And having all these extra pieces keeps your card from being wonky. It holds up this layer really nicely. So do all this. Oops. Peel all these off. You can use take your pick tool. So at the end of this video, which is soon after we finish this card, I'm going to show you all the projects we made in parts 1, 2, and 3, and 4 of this workshop series. So you can go back and check out all those videos, and I'm just making sure I took it all off. You can check out all those videos and see what we made. Now your sequins might not look exactly like mine, because the ones that are exactly like mine are, I don't have any more of these ones. These are, I forget what these were called, but right now I'm using what's called sequins for everything. Sequins for everything are on, you know what, let's just use it all. Why not? Because I won't be able to find them again anyway. So sequins for everything are on clearance right now, and the sequins for everything are what I'm using in the kits right now. But this, I forget what these are called. I got these a while back. But either way, just use any sequins. I mean, it's all going to use colorful paper. It's all good. The light will pick up. So you want to tuck them in like so. Hello, Denise from Winnipeg, Canada. And Staria. Oh, good. I'm glad you're watching my ScanNCut videos. Staria, I have coupons for all my courses right now. So join the Paper Chef ScanNCut user group, and you'll get coupons for all my ScanNCut courses, which are even more in depth than the videos I have on YouTube. All right, see, I'm tucking it in right over the top of that paper, right with the top of the part that says Happy Easter, to make sure it all goes into where the little bunny window is. Hopefully I got it all under there and it doesn't leak out. We will soon find out, right? Now push down on all that. Yay! And it looks better with more sequins. So definitely use more sequins like that. Now we're going to do the sentiment, and we need a piece of ribbon and stuff like that. And we're trying to find the Fresh Freezer card that I just had. I don't know how it is. This is a huge room. I cleared off the whole table, and I still lost the card that we started with. It's crazy. I haven't gone anywhere. You would think I've took a walk around the block or something. Let's see if there's another card base. Let's see if there's another card base in here I can just grab. It's like I have to do everything twice in every video because I lose everything. Oh my goodness. It's just crazy. All right, let's just do this again. All right, and we're going to attach this. We're going to let's make sure it fits. And it does. And I'm using Fresh Freezer because it is a really cool color that goes with flowers and more. And you should all have it in your kit. So let's put that there in the corner of my trimmer. And put that there. Oh, what a pretty combination. Very fun. And if you are doing a shaker card, you want it to open horizontally, the card, because then you can stand it up easy. Like they can stand it up like so. Right? All right. So now let's do the sentiment. So we're going to get this. We're going to get a piece of Fresh Freezer. This was the original card. See what I'm doing here? I definitely needed more sequins in that original card. The new card looks much better. Or would you guys like Dandy Designs better? Do you like Flowers and More or Dandy Designs? Which one do you prefer, right? Which one do you prefer? While I'm getting my act together here and trying to find the little rubber thing, the little silicone mat. Here we go. What I want to do is I want to take the Fresh Freezer, like so, and I'm going to put it on the silicone mat or on a stamping block. right? And we're going to ink up the circle. The circle is from, let's see, Stitched Stylish Shape Styles, it's called. So what you do is you just dip into your ink. I'm dipping into the Fresh Freesia. And I'm taking my blending brush. And I'm just tapping onto my blending brush. And tapping onto the mat to get a little bit of ink off. And I'm going like that. What I'm trying to do is make it look a little tone. Like a little two-tone sentiment. Where I have the Fresh Freesia at the bottom. Or it can be at the top. I mean, either one. We're going to put this sentiment right up there. Maybe we'll put it at the bottom. No, we'll put it at the top. We'll put it at the top. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more. And then we want to put You're a Friend Like No Other on there. And then we're going to put a little piece of ribbon on there. So we're going to use Night of Navy. I'm just stamping up there on my mat. Okay, you can't see that and my camera's shaking, but we're going to stamp up there. And do You're a Friend Like No Other. Oh, that came out nice. And you're going to take a little bit of Fresh Freesia ribbon. It's in our catalog. Just take it from your kit. How is it, guys? How is it? I'm going to did I get ink all over me all the time? Okay, let's take this. I'm going to cut off a little piece of this. Fresh Freesia ribbon. We have this is one of the in colors. It's a really cool in color. I need to play. Where is it? Okay, there it is. I'm looking for paper snips. All right. Let's see. Just cut off a little piece. We can always make it smaller if we need to. Let's just try it out. Yay big. So make it yay big, right? All right, now let's see. Tap, tap. All right, no, I definitely need to make it smaller. So that's what I was trying to test for. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim off. And you don't want it to hang too far into the bunnies, right? It's easier to cut through both sides at once, I think. Okay, so more like something like that, where it doesn't hang too far down into the bunnies. So slap that on your card. And we have a little ribbon there. Oops, and we need a little piece like so. Flip it around. All right, so now we're going to put our sentiment on there with some dimensionals. And that is how you finish off your card. And you can also add some bling. Bling, bling is good, always. Let me put these away. I'm going to put these over here so you don't see all the ink on my projects. I mean, you don't see me getting ink all over my projects. I'll put those up there. But that's how it's done. I'm going to find some dimensionals. Okay, I'm slapping dimensionals on there. And just throwing that on there. All right. Do. See, it pops it up like so. And that is how you do it. Now, you can add more bling, but I think since there's so much bling inside the bunnies, I think I need to open this one up and add more sequins. All right, let's see what you guys said about which one you like better. Thank you, Staria. One of the retiring ink colors. Yes. Is it retiring? Yes, it is retiring, isn't it? Thank you, Denise. Oh, no, Fresh Freesia is retiring. I'm going to stock up because I have like 10 different kinds of paper that have that color in it. And the paper that I like has that color in it. So I think I'm going to stock up on that. Pastels. Okay, so Dandy Designs, she likes the pastels for Easter for her. And I like more of the brights. So that's more of my style. But I like both. I just wanted to show both because I know you have a lot of Dandy Designs paper. Betty likes Dandy Designs. Phil likes Dandy Designs. Lala's Crafts. Denise Willerton. So what we really need to do is take some of the sequins out of here and put them in there. And then this one will be just as cute. Yep. Lynn too. Hello. All right. So let me show you now the basket of crafty goodness. We have in part 4, we're just to finish part 5. And in part 4, we created these little bunny boxes. Okay. And the bunny boxes are little, these are like little mini pizza boxes. And I didn't go ahead and put treats in it. Brooke likes Dandy too. And Be Pretty likes Brights. Okay, cool. Thank you, Denise. All right. So these, I didn't put the treats in them yet, but I will be. Little mini pizza boxes. Okay, got this idea from the craft from my team member, Jean. And I used the little fringe. I cut little fringe in the grass on that one. We also did this little treat holder in part 4. And I put this Fresh Freesia bunny on a wobble spring. And you'd put tea in here and Ghirardelli chocolates. Okay, so that's the little, these are called, I call these the double fold treat pouch. Okay, this one doesn't have a wobble spring. So you basically, oh, I did put a little sentiment on this. You basically just get a Ghirardelli chocolate or a tea bag and you put that in there, or a gift card, and you could put a wobble spring if you want. And I showed you how to color with the Stampin' Blends. So part 5, we did shaker cards. Part 4, we did mini pizza, they're called bunny treat boxes. And I also did double fold treat pouch. And here was another example of the double fold treat pouch and the dandy designs. So I do like the dandy designs. I really do like it for Easter. And like I said, I don't know if I said, but I am going to put it in the Playing in the Rain kit, the dandy designs, because I ordered some before the end of celebration. And I think that's about it after that. It might go in the next kit, but then when I run out, I run out. Like, I think I'll give it to you guys in April and maybe in April. So we have March and April kits, and then it's going to run out. I won't have any more. Okay, now here's a cup. Now, after that, not after that, before that, for part 3, we made lots of cards. And I've been meaning to finish this card here. I've been meaning to put this on a card base. Let's see if I have if this would look on the pool party. Or on there, here, Coastal Cabana. That would look cute. Yeah. I'm going to put that on there. So anyway, we did lots of cards. So in part 3, and I showed you how to stamp onto this shimmer paper that's in your kit. So I gave you some of this new shimmer paper. We stamped onto it just with regular black, Memento black. I was very surprised it didn't smear. So we just kind of did a couple different bunnies. We colored one with Fresh Freesia blends, and we used the Fresh Freesia shimmer paper. Here's one where we did soft succulent, and this is another paper that was in your kit that's still on clearance, I believe. Maybe it's not anymore. Oops, I forgot to show you the cards under here. Oh no. Let's see this one. Okay, little tulips. So there's lots of really fun papers. Now we're back to Dandy Designs papers. I think this is the one we made in part. This is all still part 3. This was part 1, so I'll get back to part 1. This is part 3. So that was like a layout that we did in part 3. So now this other layout we did in part 1. So let me try to do from what we did in part 2. I think also in part 3 we did the little boxes. I showed you how to take your little treat boxes. They were on clearance. They're not there anymore. I tried to get them, but they're not there anymore. So I'm going to be putting a different kind of box in your kit for this next month. Not this month, but the month after. I'll tell you what the next 2 workshops are in just a moment. But yeah, these little boxes we made and we decorated using Dandy Designs again. So cute. And then these I just made with the paper pumpkin kit, last month's paper pumpkin kit. And the Happy Easter from this kit doesn't fit in there, but I used a different sentiment for that one. All right, now we're up to part 2. So that was part 3. Not these, but those were part 3. And now in part 2, we made these little bunny purses, little mini totes. My friend Kathy gave me this idea here. So she sent me one. She sent me a bunny tote with a different kind of paper. And then I made we made these with 6-inch pieces of designer stitch paper. See, like a mint can fit in there. Not much can fit in there, but maybe our little sticky note holder from part 1. A couple little mini Ghirardelli chocolates. Here I made one with flowers and more. Again, I like those kind of colors better, but I think you guys are going to like these better. I used some of that twine, too, some of the new twine. I do love a polka dotted bunny, though. He's cool. Or a patterned bunny. Okay, so these are all little bunny purses that we made in part 2. And then, okay, part 1 is when we made the mini sticky note holders. That one might not open very easily here. And we stamped onto them. So that's a little half bunny. And those do fit into the purse. So this little bunny, and you got little sticky note holders in that kit. And if you're missing your Velcro, for most of you, I was able to put Velcro in your kit. Then I ran out of Velcro at the end. But if you're looking for your Velcro, it's in your little embellishment pouch. Under the little cardboard flap, there's a little piece of Velcro. And you have some stickies, and you can make a couple little sticky note holders with your Velcro. All right, now I'm going to show you what we made in part 1, that rest of part 1. So we made sticky note holders in part 1, and we made these cards in part 1. And I colored these with fresh freesia, this bunny, and light and dark fresh freesia, and I used pale papaya. That's another retiring color. Sad. I'm going to miss pale papaya. I really love the colors, these retiring colors. Not the ones before. I don't like, well, I do like Seaside Spray, but I didn't like Rococo Rose and like some of the colors back at that batch. But I do like this set of colors. All right, now I want to show you some made by my other crafty friends. So this is Sharon Sweet. She's on my team. And she sent me this one in a swap. So I really like how she colored the Balmy Blue Bunny with the, it looks like Flirty Flamingo for the feet. And she also made this card with Dandy Designs with the owl. That was a celebration owl. Okay, now this one is made by my friend Kathy, the same one who made this little bunny purse. And Kathy made this one with the Thanks a Bunch. That was a celebration stamp set. So this really goes good with, if you want to use that, it looks like spring for any of these. You can do that. That's really cool. And then this one's made by my friend Susan, who's also used Thanks a Bunch. And she embossed it too. So that's just ways to kind of combine your carrots and your bunnies and just make some spring cards in general. All right, what are we doing next? We are going to have fun next. I'm just going to give you... All right, I don't think I have the Playing in the Rain right here, but that Playing in the Rain is what I'm using for... I can show you in the catalog about that. So for next series, we're doing Playing in the Rain, and then after that, we're going to do this one. So Playing in the Rain is March. I'll start that very soon. I'm working on the Paper Pumpkin kit that also goes with Playing in the Rain. And then April, we're going to be using this new online exclusive product called Irresistible Blooms. So if you want to sign up for the March kit, the link is in the description of this video. And my kits are pretty epic. Just saying. They have a lot of cool stuff in them. Sometimes my mom makes something. Just saying. Not every month. But, okay, I'm going to look up Rain or Shine specialty paper. I'm putting some specialty paper in your kit this month. I'm waiting on that to finish up the rest of the kits. And then we also have a bingo based on this one. So, during the month of March, we're doing the Playing in the Rain bundle because I thought it'd be fun to do projects with Playing in the Rain so that you can send them out in April. Like April showers, you know, for spring. So, it's just such cute paper. The dies cut out the little critters on the paper. And if you join the bingo as well, which is March 24th, we're giving you a few little flowers as well. Video pricing on these projects to sell. No, I don't sell these. I just give them all away, Phil. So if I were to sell them, I could tell you what, if I were to sell them, but I mean, I really don't sell them. We'll have to get to another craft. I do craft fair videos, and I talk about selling cards. So like usually $5 for a card or something, you know, $3 for a treat box. Right? Because if it's a craft fair, you know, $3 for things like this. But cards a little bit more. But I mean, you know, that's just what you have to do what the market will bear. Now this kind of bag, oops, my little owls keep falling off. You could stuff these with a lot of things and maybe even get $7 for them if you put a bunch of things in them because they look bigger and it's perceived value. So you put some more objects in them and you can get $7. But you're not going to be able to get more than probably a few, even though this one's just the same exact amount of work. It's more paper, but it's the exact same amount of work as making this. But perceived value is only going to be 3 because people are going to say, oh, that looks small. They're not going to pay as much. So you just have to try different pricing out, like whatever the market will bear. But I really don't even sell my crafts anymore, hardly. On Etsy, I sell a lot of my mom's things because they're one of a kind. But and not that my items aren't one of a kind, but what I'm saying is, I sell her projects more than I sell my projects because she makes aprons and doll clothes and things. And I tend to just, I need a lot of thank you cards for customers. So I end up using these cards. And I think it's really fun to give these away to friends and family and customers because they get inspired by it too. And I send out a lot of cards. Anyway, then in April, there's a new online exclusive product. And it's this one. And we're going to be doing this in April. And I'm going to show you a few. There's a lot of online exclusive things. We have new embossing folders that were launched today. Here's examples of what you can make with this bundle. And the new designer series paper called Irresistible Blooms that was launched today. So you have the bundle. You have the Irresistible Blooms. You have this one. You have the stamp set, the dies, the Designer Series paper, Hello Irresistible, a pack of 3 basic embossing folders, and then you have a Rhino set, and some of the punches just came back in. Some of the circle punches, which I thought were retired. I was putting these in my sale, and now they are back. These are both back in the catalog. So these are the 1 1/4. I'm going to have to take the price off for a second because they're no longer 18. They used to be. All right, let me take this off so I don't confuse anybody. They're 2-inch circle punches. Just came back. They're available right now at my store. Pretty cool. And these are old ones I have, but hey, they came. What is old became new again. So if you're not familiar with like layering with punches, just see how easy it is. So you'd stamp your sentiment, and then you would just check this out. Here, let's do this. Let's go. All right, so you're going to stamp a sentiment, and you do that, and then you go along, and you're like, oh, I want to outline it with another color, and you do that, and then you just layer them up together, and you can just get rid of your scraps all day long by doing this or this. See? I mean, it's just fantastic to have layering circles. I have dies for it, so I was willing to give these up because I thought they were retired. And they were ready. I was ready to give them up for free in my BOGO sale, which ends tomorrow at noon. But then they just came back. So I'm keeping them. And I wanted to keep them anyway, so there you go. All right, well, have a great day, everybody. I hope you check out my online exclusives. Boy, everybody's voting for Dandy Designs. Thank you, Melody. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And Phil will do other videos on selling crafts. I have so much experience with craft fairs and craft shows. And I've sold a lot of crafts online, on Etsy. I find that pricing varies by market a lot. But we'd have to talk about that separately. Yeah. Because like these I'm not even going to sell. Like I'm not selling these, so it's a moot point. I'm giving these all away. I find that more rewarding. All right. See you later, everybody. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in March in my Playing in the Rain series. Bye-bye.